Hey everybody, welcome back to Royal Tarot Readings. This is my fun channel that I do for tarot readings on the royal family. All information presented in this video is for fun and entertainment purposes only. It's fun, it's tarot. I'm just a gal with cards. I think my heater just likes to come on when I am making these videos, so hang on. Let me turn this off. Silly thing, the minute I start recording it comes on. Alright, so welcome everybody. Alright, so I am going to do now a reading on Henry VIII. Very, very interesting subject. I've always found him to be very fascinating. His reign was long and he had so much happen under his reign. And he got married quite a few times now, didn't he? So, let's take a look at Henry VIII and his 6 wives. What I'd like to do is take a look at how did he feel about each wife, and what was the karma between them, and if any of them are back here now, reincarnated in the royal family, who are they? Let's see if we can figure that one out. All right, we'll see if we can have fun with this one. I'm going to use the Ancient Whispers Tarot deck, very pretty deck, and it always gives me such good readings, especially when I'm asking about the past. So let's take a look and see what we have. All right, so I'm also wearing my beautiful Tanzanite ring. Tanzanite's a wonderful stone. It really gives me a lot of good vibes whenever I wear it, so I'm going to wear it for this reading. All right, so we're going to look at each wife in the order that Henry VIII married. So first is, we'll do them all at once, but just to let you know the order: Catherine of Aragon, Anne Boleyn, Jane Seymour, Anne of Cleves, Catherine Howard, and Catherine Parr. 3 Catherines. All right, so let's take a look. For Henry VIII, looking at each of his wives, and again I'll name them: Catherine of Aragon, Anne Boleyn, Jane Seymour, Anne of Cleves, Catherine Howard, and Catherine Parr. Oops, 8 of Wands, fast-moving energy. For Henry VIII and his 6 wives, how did he feel about each wife? We're going to put a card out for each woman. How did he feel about each wife at the end of their relationship? Not the beginning, but at the end. How did he feel about each wife? And what was the karma between them? I'm only going to get 1 card for each of these women. 8 of Pentacles, hard work. For each of these women, how did Henry VIII feel about each woman? Or, I'm sorry, what was the karma between them? What was the karma between them? And then, if any of them have been reincarnated back today, into the current British royal family, who are they? Who are they now? All right, whoops, I keep bumping my camera. Sorry about that. Let's see what we get out of this. Henry VIII. How'd you feel about each wife? And if any of them are reincarnated today, who are they? All right, a couple more shuffles here. Maybe 1 more. All right, we're going to go with this one. Oh, double cut. Going to be a different kind of layout. So what I'm going to do is, I need one for Henry as well. All right, so we're going to put Henry VIII right here. He's going to be up top. All right, and then we're going to do for Catherine. We're going to do, all right. Let's see how I'm going to do this. We'll stand him up right there. There we go. All right, so 1, 2. Okay, so Catherine of Aragon, Anne Boleyn, Jane Seymour. I need to get them all into camera. Let's see how we can do this. Okay, Jane Seymour, and then Anne of Cleves, Catherine Howard, and Catherine Parr. See if we can get them all in here. All right, so how did he feel about each wife? We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What was the karma between them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if they have been reincarnated today, who are they? And we're going to put 1 for Henry VIII. And then we're going to do 1 for each woman. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Lots of cards. Underline energy. And again, it's flipped around. The 2 of Wands. And the 3 of Swords. Wow. All right, the 2 of Wands. So this is about a decision on which way to go. You have two choices. And the Ace of Wands is about a new idea, a new fruitful idea, and the Two of Wands is about now you have two choices and which way are you going to go. And then Three of Swords is about heartbreak and betrayal. What interesting underlying energy for this reading. All right, so first let's take a look at Henry VIII. What was his energy? What was his energy back then? The King of Pentacles. Wow. He was the king. He was the wealthy king. He was the man who had the vision of he was a man with a vision, and he had the money to do it, the money to spend on what he wanted and where he wanted to go. All right. So Catherine of Aragon, how did he feel about Catherine of Aragon at the end of their relationship? The Nine of Cups. It was a hope, wish, and dream that he had. He was very, very hopeful with her. Of course, she had originally been married to his brother, Prince Arthur, who caught what they call the sweating sickness, as did Catherine of Aragon, and Prince Arthur did not survive, and Catherine of Aragon did. Then years later, she married Henry VIII. And so he had a lot of hope for her, and he had a decision to make. He wasn't even sure if he was going to marry her, but he knew that she had suffered heartbreak with the death of his brother. So even at the end of their relationship, he liked her. He just, she couldn't fulfill what he needed. So I think even though they ended with a lot of bitterness, he still always had hope for her, even if she wasn't with him. Okay. But it was a hope that wasn't fulfilled. All right. And so for Anne Boleyn, how did he feel about Anne at the end of their relationship? The Nine of Swords. She was a much darker energy than he had expected. He knew that he was surprised at the way that she was able to use words. He was surprised at the subterfuge and the devious nature that she had. Nine of Swords upright is about charging forward. You're not looking. You're just rushing into battle. And in reverse, it's about rushing into battle, but with dark energy, with not good intentions. And he knew that when he married her, he knew that she was a very powerful force to be reckoned with, but he didn't realize the darkness that was within her. And she ended up breaking his heart. I think all the women broke his heart, some more than others. But I think all of the women that he was with, he had this decision about whether to marry them or not. And with Anne Boleyn, she ended up being a great disappointment and much darker in energy than he ever expected. All right, Jane Seymour. At the end of their relationship, of course, she died in childbirth. And of course, Anne Boleyn ended up being beheaded, charged with treason and beheaded. But she was the mother of Elizabeth I. So for Jane Seymour, at the end of their relationship, the Three of Wands. Oh, there were such expectations. He was so hopeful that the three of them, and when she died in childbirth, he had such hopes, and so he thought it was going to be the three of them forever. That he was watching and waiting, just waiting for their future to begin together. And with the Two of Wands, he had that decision to marry her, and he was he really stood back and watched her, and as she developed, he knew that she was probably someone that he wanted to have in his lifetime. He and Jane and their child. And then, of course, when she died, she broke his heart, not just because of anything she did, but because, of course, she died. All right. Now, Anne of Cleves, which I believe was maybe 2 weeks old, their marriage. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Very short marriage, ended up being annulled. The Hermit. My voice caught. My goodness. So, this is about withdrawal. He was not prepared that she was so withdrawn and so such an isolated person. I think that the reality of her was a complete downer, I guess you'd say. He didn't like, I think it was more of her energy that he didn't like rather than her. And again, he had that decision to marry her. And it broke his heart that he had to reject her the way he did. This also represents Harry, too. Although I don't think it was Harry. Excuse me. So at the end of their relationship, he did not like her energy. She was too isolated, withdrawn, introverted for him. I am so sorry. I had to take a quick pause. My goodness, my voice is catching. Something doesn't want me to read on this, but I'm going to plunge anyway. I'm going to keep going. All right. So, Anne of Cleves, he did not like her energy. She was very withdrawn and isolated. It's too introverted for him. Okay, and then Catherine Howard. Catherine Howard. Ooh, oh, wow. King of Swords. She was much more intense than he ever expected. She had a man's energy. She was forthright, she was determined, she was driven, and she looked for opportunity wherever she could find it. And again, that decision to marry her, he wasn't sure about, but he was very taken in by her energy. The essence of her personality was what appealed to him so much. And of course, she ended up betraying him and lost her head. All right, and then finally, Catherine Parr. Oh, the Two of Pentacles. Oh, he saw her possibilities. She was very good for him and for the crown. She represented the opportunity of building wealth within his reign. I think we've gotten quite a few twos here, haven't we? Two of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. Decisions were easier with her because he saw so much of her possibilities. She was very businesslike. She had a good head for finances, and that was really appealing to him. I think he broke her heart more than she broke his. I think she really loved him, and when he died, she lost someone that she really respected. So, how interesting. I expected to see more cups here. I'm so surprised. I really am surprised that there was, especially with Jane Seymour. I think he was waiting for her possibilities to come through before really risking his heart, even though she was the one that he really said that he loved. Of course, she died in childbirth. All right, so now, the karma between them. What was the karma between Henry VIII and Catherine of Aragon? The Six of Swords. Wow. She traveled overseas. She was Spanish. She came from overseas. She was the transition. The karma between them was transition and calming the situation. Because of the history of that she had been the wife of his brother, and then he needed a wife, and she was someone that he knew. This was the person who was supposed to calm the troubled waters and make sure that things transitioned as they wanted it to. But because the decision, the decision was there, but she could not bear him the male child that he needed. She actually did bear several male children, but they all died, and they were stillborn or died in infancy. That was the karma between them, is that she was there to help with the transition. They had some type of transition, or some type of karma that had to do with calming things. It's interesting. What was the karma between Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn? The world. They were destined to be together. It was their destiny to be together because she bore him Elizabeth I. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. Wow. So everything he went through with her, it had to happen. It had to be. Elizabeth I would not have been the person she grew up to be if all this had not happened. She was the decision that helped change the world, even though she broke his heart. Wow. Such a powerful card. All right, what was the karma between Henry VIII and Jane Seymour? Ooh, the High Priestess in reverse. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I got goosebumps on this card. Wow. She was there to provide him with not the illusion, but the mystique, the person that could I don't want to say save him, who could bring him and help transition his monarchy from a woman he had had to behead to a woman who was going to be the hope of his future. He wanted that male heir so desperately. And she provided the vessel to do that, even though it was not gonna come through. They had another karma together that has not yet been fulfilled. They weren't able to fill it in that lifetime. So it wouldn't be surprising if she's back now, still filling a karma that did not get satisfied in this life back here because she died so early in childbirth. Something about her that it's an unfilled karmic bond that should have been filled but wasn't. That's interesting. What was the karma between Henry VIII and Anne of Cleves? The Six of Cups. Oh. She must have represented the innocence of childhood. She was very young, Anne of Cleves, and she represented something for him from his childhood, from his past, something that she was going to bring to him innocence back into his life. That's what he felt when he met her. And that was the karma that she would have provided to him if he could have gotten past the shyness of her energy. If he could have gotten past her energy, she probably would have had the children that he wanted. But he couldn't get past it. And this apparently had to be so that Elizabeth would become queen. Wow, that's interesting. So the world deliberately gave her a personality that he would not like, so he would reject her. He broke her heart. She would have given him the male heir that he wanted. Wow. But it wasn't meant to be. I wouldn't be surprised if she's back as well. All right, Catherine Howard. What was the karma between Henry VIII and Catherine Howard? The Four of Swords in reverse. Death. She came here to die. That was her karma. She had to pay some karmic price to the King of Pentacles. She paid a karmic price. She came here to be beheaded. That was her goal of coming here. I will come here, I will pay you this debt, you will behead me, and my karma will be paid off. Wow. Oh my. And we can do it one of two ways. And the way they chose, she came here to die. I don't necessarily think she was in his soul family. She came here to fill some karma that not necessarily was not tied to Henry VIII, but was something that she had to pay. And it satisfied something in his life that had to happen as well. Wow, that's so interesting. That's surprising. Wow. And Catherine Parr. Whoops. What was the... I keep bumping my camera. What was the karma between Henry VIII and Catherine Parr? Ooh, strength in reverse. She was there for him when he wasn't strong. Because he met her at the end of his life, towards the end of his life. and she took care of him in his later years. The karma between them was that she was going to provide him strength that he maybe had provided her in the past. She owed it to him to be strong because he wasn't. And she chose this. And he ended up breaking her heart when he died because she really did love him. She was here to be strong for him. Wow. My goodness. All right. And finally, I put too many cards down, you know that? All right, let's see this. If these women are back right now, and actually if Henry VIII is back right now, if they have reincarnated back into this life, who are they now in the royal family? Oh my God. It's Harry. He's the Knight of Pentacles. Everyone, I felt when he was born, when I heard his name, that she had named him Henry, and he was the second-born son, I thought, oh my God, he's Henry VIII. He is Henry VIII. There you go. That's Harry. All right, there you go. Okay. Catherine of Aragon. If she is reincarnated back right now in the British royal family, who is she? The Ace of Wands. She's not back yet. This is a no. She's not back yet. She has not reincarnated back, and she is not here. So, she hasn't returned. Okay? Anne Boleyn. If she has reincarnated back into this life, who is she in the British royal family? The Three of Cups? Is her energy scattered? Her energy is scattered among 3 people. What? Is that possible? Can someone be reincarnated back into 3 different spirits? That's interesting. If someone has an idea about this card, let me know. She is reincarnated back as the celebration. But these are 3 people. 3 people Harry loves. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, that's so shocking. All right, Jane Seymour. If she has reincarnated back into this life in the British royal family, who is she now? The Ace of Pentacles. She is back. She definitely is here. But it's someone in the, it's someone who runs finances, someone who runs money within the British royal family. She's somewhere in the British royal family, but she's in charge of money. Wow. Jane Seymour. Goodness. Okay, so not a prominent royal, but in somewhere in the British household in charge of money. Anne of Cleves. If she has reincarnated back into this life in the British royal family, who is she? The Five of Cups. She has not reincarnated back. This is just regret. She regrets that she couldn't come back, but she's not here. All right. Catherine Howard. If she is reincarnated back into this lifetime in the British royal family, who is she? Oh. Oh my gosh, she's someone in Parliament. She's the judge. Oh my gosh. He judged her, she's going to judge him. She came back to die before, and now she's coming back to judge him? She's someone in Parliament. Wow, wow. And you know what? Her energy is King of Swords. She's a really powerful person. How surprising. This is the one that surprises me the most. He saw her such a powerful energy. She came back to die in his lifetime because she owed it to him. And now she's back to judge him. Wow. There, I got to do a link between those two. Wow. All right, Catherine Parr. If she is back in this lifetime, who is she now? The Seven of Wands. She has not reincarnated back into the British royal family. She was deciding, and she had so many paths that she could go, and she did not choose one of these. Okay. How interesting. Now, what am I going to do with this last column? All right, I wanted to know, how do you feel about each woman? What was the karma? And if they were reincarnated back? I guess we'll make this, what's the outcome? What's the outcome in this lifetime? No, let's see. How are we going to do this? Yeah, what's the outcome? What's the outcome of their energy in this lifetime if they're back? Now, Catherine of Aragon is not back, so let's see what her future coming forward. When she does return, what will her energy be? Oh, the Page of Swords in reverse. She's going to be someone who doesn't communicate well, especially in the social media aspect. She will not be a good communicator. Maybe that's why she's not back. And Anne Boleyn, what's the outcome of her energy in this lifetime? Because she is scattered among 3 people. The Two of Swords. We have a lot to choose here. So the outcome of her energy is she has to make a hard decision is what she's going to do. Her soul is definitely not at rest. She has a hard decision to make. And the outcome is not determined yet. Her karma is, her life force is, it's scattered. I don't know if she ever will have an outcome, if she ever will come back. She has to decide. She may never come back fully whole. Wow. All right, Jane Seymour, what's the outcome of her energy? Because she's right now in someone in the British royal family who deals with money. Justice in reverse. She's going to be solving, correcting an injustice, something that happened that should not have. Possibly to do with money. Oh gosh, that's a powerful combination. She's gonna resolve some issue having to do with money that was not right. That's her role right now. And then for Anne of Cleves, let's see, we said that she was not back yet because of regret. What's in her next incarnation, what's going to be her energy? Oh my God, she's going to be the Empress. She'll be the mother of the monarch. You know what? Yeah, she couldn't come back. She could not come back because the place that she wanted, there was no place for her on this one. It was regret. In her next incarnation, she's going to be the mother of the monarch. Wow. It's going to be several lifetimes from now, but that's who she's going to be. Oh my gosh, Anne of Cleves. Wow. All right, Catherine Howard. For her energy, did we say she was back yet? Yeah, she's the judge. That's right. Catherine Howard. So what's her outcome for her energy? The Page of Pentacles. All right, this is George. Some judgment that's going to affect George. Wow. She's in Parliament, and some judgment that she's going to make is going to affect George. Wow. All right, and Catherine Parr, we said that she was not back yet because she couldn't decide. So what's the outcome of her energy? The Sun in reverse. She may never come back. She may be done with this world. I don't think she'll ever come back. Whatever role she had to play, she finished it, or it's just she's finished. She's finished with this world. Wow, how interesting. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Wow, that was intense. I completely enjoyed doing that. I am definitely going to have to do a karmic link between Henry VIII and Catherine Howard. She's got some role to play here. She's strong. She went back in his lifetime to die for him. Now she's come back as the judge in Parliament. And she's it's going to, whatever judgment she's going to make, it's going to affect George. Wow, we are going to have to watch that. Holy cow. And Anne of Cleves is going to be the mother of a monarch. Wow. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, please like and share. And if you're a subscriber, why, thank you so much. I have so many new subscribers. I hope you guys are enjoying these readings. Please put your comments below. Let me know what you think of them. I always appreciate all good feedback. If you're going to say something mean, I'm just going to delete your comment. So if you have some criticism, please make it constructive, because I always do appreciate that so much. All right, everybody. Hope you have a great rest of the day, and we will see you again soon. Bye-bye.